We go live. All right. There we go.
It's going live.
Going live. Takes a little bit.
Or do it on YouTube, not Twitch?
Yeah.
That's usually what we do.
Yeah.
Oh, so we can get super chats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super chat.
Has anyone ever chatted while you did this?
Not yet. I got a few people, but not.
I tell you, do those unboxing videos, man.
I've done unboxing videos. I actually just posted one. Anyway. Hello and welcome. This is the Brotherhood of Geeks. Microsoft E3 2019 watch along. I am one of your hosts, Brett J. Rasmussen. Over here, I got my other co-host.
Guru Blade.
And over there, I got my other co-host.
Spectre.
Yeah! What's up, dudes?
How's it going?
Woo! So, how are you guys looking forward to Microsoft's press conference?
Yeah, what's left of E3?
What's left of E3?
I mean, I don't even know if there's going to be a show next year at this rate. I mean, people pulling out of it, you know. I mean, EA was kind of pulled out, Sony pulled out. I mean, Nintendo's always been kind of doing
Well,
their own
EA
thing.
like has their building across the street from the E3 building.
Yeah.
Where they hold it. So
I don't know. It just seems weird to me. I think it's going to be a situation next year where we just really don't even have an E3. Maybe it's just going to be a couple of presentations or shows off site.
It's probably they're probably going to do what PlayStation's doing and just have individual streams, you know. But then again, I also don't know if it's going to be not happening at all because there's so much money to be made from E3.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just I feel like it's probably still going because they're people make dollars off of all of the people who obviously come to E3, ticket prices, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and part of it, I think, too, is they're watching and seeing how this is going to play out. You know, Microsoft has already made a big deal about how, well, Sony's not going to be here, so we're going to have the best show ever, blah, blah, blah.
Because Sony, well, that shouldn't be your reasoning.
Right?
That is their reasoning.
This is going to be the best show ever because they're not here. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's how they think or not, but that's never how you should go about.
No, I don't even think that's the reason.
That's basically
why.
saying if they were there, then you wouldn't be as good.
I see what you're saying.
What I mean?
I think what they're trying to say though is they're the last of the big three that's carrying the E3 torch at this point.
What about Nintendo?
Nintendo has been at E3 since when was the last?
No,
time
Nintendo does show up at E3, but they don't have a press conference.
Exactly. So which is I mean that's.
Which honestly, that's honestly totally
that's what you think
fine.
of. That's what you think of when you think of E3 though. It's the press conferences and the big events and the announcements and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, that's for us at home, but when you go to when you go to E3, it's to also experience everything there. It's not only just the press conference.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's another thing is people like to be around the actual developers in a sense, to go to the booths and such. That's why I don't think it's ever. I don't know. I think eventually it might be completely irrelevant, but at this point, I think that there's still people like to go to those things because it's the biggest gaming and it's the entertainment expo. It's the biggest thing pretty much in the world for entertainment. Everybody from around the world goes to E3. Other than Comic-Con, which would probably be the other biggest one that I
and then us and tons of other people are streaming. They're doing pre-shows and watch-alongs of the press conferences and stuff like that.
Basically, I think E3,
it's a big event.
E3 is essentially the biggest marketing campaign that the game industry has physically because it's not only is the show itself, people go to it and want to experience it viscerally, but even if you're watching it on a streaming platform or if you're watching people talk about it, that is free marketing and it just continues the cycle. So it's they really only have to show a few things. And then everybody else just takes care of it.
I can see though why they would want to move away from that model. I mean, it's for one thing, it's a cost perspective, but also
it is becoming more expensive.
It also is because you can kind of control the narrative better if you do a press conference on your own time.
Well, that's what Sony's doing.
Exactly. So I guess I see why they're switching to that.
And because they're doing it that way, I mean, I can't even imagine how much money Sony's saving by just putting out a video.
Yeah.
Essentially, you just edit a video of footage together and, put your, brand-specific graphics in there.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to
Plus, that's why they're so short. Because the thing is, if you were to show up at E3 and you're Sony, people expect spectacle. They're going to want you to be this big, they want it to be worth their while to have paid to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, no matter what you talk about, if it isn't like long enough or in depth enough or interesting enough, people are going to start complaining about it regardless. And so why don't we just do it ourselves? Because honestly, there's really no difference. It's not like we're not big enough that people are just going to go out of their way to find out what we're doing anyway.
Yeah.
And then they did the state of play.
Yeah.
First one, not the best, but that was the first one. They learned, and I think the second one
Oh,
was
the second one
better.
was leagues better.
Yeah.
Leagues better.
And it's not about length either. It's about content. It's
Yeah.
about what they talk about.
Yeah.
Like in the second one, Final Fantasy VII footage, great. I'm excited for that Hunting Ground Predator game. That looks
Oh
great.
my god, yes.
And I mean, I never played Medieval, but it looks fun. I'd probably pick it up.
You're in for a treat with that.
Yeah.
I definitely would check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it looked fun. It looked like a Gauntlet.
It's
style
it's
game.
very much of its time. Keep in mind.
Is it like Gauntlet? Because it looks like kind of like how Gauntlet works.
It's
where
a
you're
single
running.
player kind of Gauntlet type
Okay.
of I guess you could say anyway. But keep in
I
mind, it's
fucking love
very
Gauntlet.
much of its time though. Keep in mind you are playing a PlayStation 1 game.
Oh,
when you play it.
absolutely.
But yeah, no. I think what I'm gonna miss though is if we move away from kind of the old model of E3 is. I don't know. There's something about it's something like it's kind of like waiting for like Christmas, Like there's the announcements. I mean, there's all this excitement surrounding like just a couple of days. I mean, there's a lot of like fun to be had with it. I mean, there's a lot of stupid shit that happens during it. Let's be honest.
Well, that's the point.
And because it's a lot of it's live, and it's things go wrong, and some of it's kind of unscripted. I mean, there's a lot of potential for things to go wrong, and kind of have just some.
But that's like
emergent
that's almost
humor out
like
of it.
part of the experience, though. That's what's great about it being a live thing. Is like if something does happen, you were there to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like again, I will never. I don't think I will ever forget PlayStation's E3 2016 press conference. That was one of the best conferences I've ever seen. That was when they announced God of War, the date of Last Guardian. That was when they announced.
There's a lot of excitement. Like remember the PlayStation 4 announcements and everything.
Yeah.
There's a lot of excitement behind it, and there's something magical about being there. I think
I've never been
I'm the
there,
only one
but-
I think that's actually been to E3 before.
I've
right?
never been to E3,
No,
so
I haven't.
So I went to E3. That was back in 2011, and it was such a magical experience.
that's and I would love to go.
You know?
Don't get me wrong, but it's like I just don't have the funds to go there and actually like make it worth my while. Plus the plane ticket to get there. Like it's expensive to go.
It's
there.
LA. It's very expensive, but I mean, it's something I recommend everyone does at least once.
Oh yeah, and I want.
But I
to
mean,
do it.
and now unfortunately, who knows if there's even going to be like an actual E3 next year?
I think if E3 because like everybody knows like the brand of E3 like that's what it's called. It's like what is it, Electronics Entertainment Expo? Or like,
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, you're right.
Because like I remember back like mid 2000s when G4 was still a good series and actually talked about games. Like they would cover the Consumer Electronics Show, E3, the Adult Entertainment Expo, and like I always watched it on there. And it's like I would love to go to these things, but it's just like it's not a cheap thing to do. And it's like even if you could get there, if you're broke by the time you show up to E3, then what was the point? It's like you're not going to be able to. I mean, it'll still be an experience. You just walk around and enjoy it, but it's like lodging and the plane
You
ticket.
get so much fun, like free stuff there. Though.
Oh, I'm
And
sure,
They
yeah.
hand out T-shirts and all this stuff. It's just
Again,
it's
biggest
fun.
marketing campaign
Yeah.
in gaming.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and now start talking about Microsoft because right now we're about 20 minutes away from Microsoft's press conference. Now we all know from last year's press conference that they ended not only with Cyberpunk 2077, but they also ended with a tiny little teaser of the Project Scarlet, the next Xbox One system. I know you and I have talked about that in our prepare for E3. But Spectre, what do you think? What would you want, or what are you looking forward to? What do you want out of the Project Scarlet?
The Project Scarlet.
Yeah,
I mean, at this point, I really don't know what they could do to really. I mean, there would have to be a dramatic gulf between the Scarlet and the
One
PlayStation
X.
5 for me to actually consider switching.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, primarily, for me, I game mostly on PC and PlayStation 4, and occasionally I have Switch there to dabble in for fun for parties and stuff. So for me to pick, I guess I don't see a need to have like an Xbox unless there was a case where like earlier this generation where there was this dramatic gulf in performance between the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox.
Or like the Pro and the One X.
The Pro and the One X, which isn't enough reason for me to. The problem. See, the thing is, I've talked about this before. Is you get invested in the infrastructure of these systems, even if you don't care about exclusives at all, which I really don't for the most part, with the exception of God of War. I don't really care about exclusives, but I have so much stuff I bought on PlayStation at this point.
Sure.
I'm there.
Well,
I buy all
I'm
my
just
shit on
saying
it.
because when I decided to buy a next gen console, I went with the PS4 after deliberating about whether or not to get the Xbox One. But it just basically came down to, well, for me, exclusives were a thing mainly because the games I wanted to play were PlayStation exclusives, like Last of Us Remastered, Bloodborne, God of War, any given JRPG, that kind of thing. And I've never been big into racing games. And the only thing that was on Xbox that even made me consider was Halo and Gears of War. Because that's really the only thing they have. That and Forza, like those three.
If you're focused on exclusive, well,
But I'm saying, like,
there used to be Fable though too. Keep that in mind.
Right, but I have a 360. So
Yeah.
and that's the thing is I still have a 360, so I can. And I have a bunch of games for it. Like I love my 360. It's a great system. It's still I had the model before the one, so it was all no issues with the software, the touch activated one.
Yeah.
This model.
And
And it's like I've had it for like 7 years, and it works great.
And really, what I do like is that last year they announced that they pretty much bought 5 new studios. 2 of them already been making exclusives for them, but then they bought Ninja Theory, Compulsion, and then created the Initiative, making Xbox exclusives.
The other thing, just being transparent, laying our cards on the table. Obviously, this is a Sony focused podcast.
I have nothing against
That's
Microsoft.
dual shocks. That's dual shock.
I'm
This is
As
saying
players, it's
that-
still the way that we usually.
Oh,
do it.
yeah.
I'm just
we're
saying
all PlayStation
that's the
guys.
perspective we're coming at it from.
Because I used to be all about Microsoft because the PS3 was trash and I didn't want it, and the 360 was amazing and had amazing games and it worked great when it worked. And obviously they came out with more iterations of it to fix the red ringing issues and stuff, but it's not like PS3 was any different with the yellow light. The only thing the PS3 had was the backwards compatibility, which is ironic because Sony stepped away from that, and then it was picked up by Microsoft with the One S or the One, and then now I think it's going from what I've heard. I think the 5 is backwards compatible.
Yes, to the 4.
Yeah, well, to the 4 definitely. They'd be very dumb to not do that.
Oh yeah,
because there's still so many games for it. This console generation has gone on so long. There's just huge. The PS2 is probably the only thing that might have more games on it because it's the highest selling system of all time.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this generation has actually gone on that long. It's been about a 5-year cycle.
It's
Right, but there's such a volume of games that have been coming out for it.
Yeah,
because the independent scene has become so much bigger than it was.
Yeah, I think if you look at all the full scope of games that come out, you have a lot.
Because actually, PC has the most games on it. What am I even saying? Because that's not only how games are made, but that's things with Steam Greenlight and all that. All the stuff comes out on there first, and they might get a console.
Here's an interesting question for all of us. So what would it take? I kind of talked about it already. What would it take for each of you to buy an Xbox Scarlet?
The amount of money I would require to buy it. But
so you want one regardless of?
Oh, I don't want one necessarily. I'm saying if I could afford it, if money wasn't an issue, it would take something like you said. There'd have to be some huge gap in its performance over the PS5, and again, there would have to be games that I want to go out of my way to get that system to play. Which it does. That's the main thing for me. It's I don't think anything is really going to come out on it that I can't either one get on PC because it's Windows, which is the main reason I went with the PS4.
And that's a big initiative that they're pushing forward.
That's the main reason I went with the PS4 is because why would I buy a system where I can get almost anything on PC for the other system, but there's plenty of stuff on PS4 that I cannot get on PC.
Go. I'm just kind of adding on to what I was saying before. Like I said, it would have to be a big performance gap. The only other thing that could kind of tick me in that direction would be if they had a new Fable game on it and it was really exclusive. But the thing is, it's not going to be exclusive though because it's going to be on PC. Too, so.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
No. So here's the thing.
I agree with you. Yeah.
So for me, I don't play on PC. I don't like.
Well, I don't play on PC that much either, but that's only because I have
Why don't you play on
graphics
PC?
card.
For me,
you have a decent PC.
I
right?
know, I understand that, but
We're
I
streaming on it
don't
right now.
like trying to do this the whole time.
And you buy a controller with a USB plug on it.
It's
See, there's no excuse though.
What?
See, you're caught in a corner. Right?
Why?
Because you could purchase a controller that wirelessly links with a laptop or has a plug. There's no difference.
There's just something about like playing it on my TV, and yes, I know you can plug in an HDMI cable from the computer to the TV.
I get it's more steps, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just
so it's a matter of convenience.
it's the convenience of that, but also for me it came to exclusive. Like for me, I'm an exclusive guy, so like when the Xbox
You're an exclusive guy. So you're a woman some of the time.
No, what? No, I don't even. What? I don't even.
He's saying he's monogamous. He likes to stay exclusive.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
We'll go. Okay. But anyway, I love exclusives, and when it came from the
We can
PS4,
see.
I'm aware. Yes. And when it came to the PS4 and Xbox One, I was looking at what exclusives are coming out for each system that I'm looking forward to, and a lot of them that PlayStation announced were the ones that I was excited for. That's why I went with the PS4. I mean, honestly, it's going to be really hard because, like, I've definitely, like, have grown into the PlayStation ecosystem since the PS3.
See, that's my point. It's hard.
So,
It's hard to switch.
like, for me-
even if you wanted to switch, it's kind of hard.
Well, like, I started with the Xbox and went to the PS4. You know. But now that I've had the PS, like that's the main system I play on overall. Because I have a lot of older systems that I still play once in a while, but it's like that's my most modern system other than my PC.
What system would I buy first? It would probably be the PS5. But again, we don't know any details. We're all like,
Is that a probably, or is that come on, really?
most likely?
I mean,
Well,
I think you can do a little better than probably.
most likely. Fine.
Again, like the games that I know are going to be coming out on PS5. I don't know, like, there's nothing that I mean, obviously that's what we're going to be seeing,
Yeah.
but Cyberpunk's going to be on PS4 too, and so is Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding. So it's like, it's the same situation. It's not that I am obsessed with exclusives. Honestly, I don't care if a game is exclusive. What matters to me ultimately is this a game I want to play? If it happens to be an exclusive on a system, then that's the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
But in my experience, almost every game I really want to play always ends up coming out on either both or PS4. There's not been really any, like I said, the only exclusives I can think of, like as far as franchises go, for Xbox are Halo, Forza, Gears of War, which all have stuff coming out, and anything else I don't care about. There's nothing else on that system.
And when it comes to like Microsoft exclusive, and I think that's why I'm really looking forward to this press conference, is because now we're going to hear, maybe we're going to see what Compulsion has in store, what Ninja Theory has in store.
Yeah, I wasn't aware until like the last time
when
we did. I didn't know they purchased Ninja Theory.
And what the initiative.
It's gonna have to be pretty awesome. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Really, really, the only thing that would be like a wow moment for me would be like a new Fable. That's really it at this point.
Well, I know you over there, Spectre, are very picky about your games, and also
And really, I mean, the only thing that's from an exclusive perspective, the only thing I care about on PlayStation at this point is God of War. That's really about it. Well, I guess Medieval, if you count that, like the little remakes and stuff like that, they could potentially do. But really, the main like active franchises would just be God of War. That's it. I mean, I don't really care for anything else.
Yeah, because you're a third party kind of guy. You don't
very much
like
so,
what made you when like at the announcement of the PS4 and Xbox One, you were like, I know a big thing for you was Resolution Gate back at that time.
That was a big
I despised that. I didn't understand it. I thought it was stupid. The focus is more on the game, but you were like, no, the resolution is a little bit better on the PS4, so that's why you bought it.
But I think that was always the stigma about with PS4 and Xbox. Like I feel like PS4 always was like everybody assumed it always had better graphical quality. Like at least that's what I remember, just as like a collective thing. Like people was like, oh, you want the best graphics, you go with the PS4. But at the time, there was exclusives that you might have got an Xbox One for, like Gears of War 4, Forza, or Halo.
Yeah, it took a while for.
I mean, obviously the new Halo coming out, Halo Infinite. I think that's pretty much going to be like, because I like Halo. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I don't like it enough to buy a however many hundreds of dollars system just for one
And
game.
that's a good point. The most important thing we haven't discussed yet is what is the price going to be?
Right.
Well, I don't think we're going to get that until next year, though.
That's the most important piece of
I
information too.
understand that,
Understand
but like
if
if
it's
you
gonna
put,
be
but if
successful
you
or not.
put that like, I think they want to wait until next year when you get closer, because there's no way these systems are coming out this year.
Oh no.
I'd be extremely surprised.
I
if
wouldn't
the
even
Russians
want
are
them to because I
No.
feel like they'd be rushed.
Yes, exactly. But we have about 10 minutes left, so let's kind of talk about the games and that we're kind of looking forward to. Microsoft is normally the like third party press conference outside of Bethesda and Ubisoft, and now this year Square Enix. I know we're going to be seeing Cyberpunk 2077. And,
Let's say this is an easy category for me. It's really just two games. It's Cyberpunk 2077,
Yes.
which hopefully that leaked collector's edition we saw online is true, and that's
Yeah.
important note for that collector's edition though. That is a PAL version, and it has a different publisher in North America, so
Yeah.
things might be a little different.
I
here.
think WB is the
Correct. Yeah,
publisher for
Bandai
America.
Namco is publishing it in Europe.
Okay.
In the PAL regions. So that, and then like I said, a theoretical Fable game, which they've hinted at before. That's really the only things I care about. Everything else is like, meh.
But how about like any third party from that's not like anything else? Because Cyberpunk,
I can't unless it's a game that has been announced yet.
Yeah, that's the thing with me is like I don't know what to speculate on because any third party, any game that I may want, I don't know yet because I
True.
know because all the
And even these publishers that they picked up, like, what are they really known for? I mean, I can't.
all the existing franchises that Xbox or Microsoft is known for, I don't really have that much of an interest in.
What would you like to see out of Ninja Theory? Because Ninja Theory, they work. We should be.
What the
seeing
hell do they make again? Let me see.
Ninja
Hell,
Gaiden, Dead or
Ninja
Alive.
Gaiden.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Dead or
Ninja
Alive.
Gaiden. Is,
I want a new Ninja Gaiden. I
I
would
agree.
if there was a new Ninja Gaiden like
exclusively on Xbox.
I would
Ooh.
consider it.
Ooh.
But then again, there would have to be more than just one game.
Wait,
that
was
I
it
want.
Ninja Fury that made Ninja Gaiden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
They also
They were
did.
part of Capcom. They did, they did DMC. They did
Yep.
Dead or Alive series. They did Ninja Gaiden.
Hellblade's The Newest Sacrifice
Yep.
was the most recent game.
I don't think they did Ninja Gaiden.
I think they did. I think they.
That might have been
worked on it.
Team Ninja though.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
It is
that
Team
might
Ninja.
have been.
Yeah,
Team
no,
Ninja.
I'm like,
Yep, never mind, then I
They're
don't
easy to
care.
mix up. So they really never made anything.
I
That's
always
good.
get them mixed
Let's
up.
see.
I don't
So
blame
they're
you.
known for Heavenly Sword, which is a Blah God of War clone. Enslaved, I never played.
Yeah, DMC.
The bad,
I like DMC.
The bad DMC.
I thought it was still fun.
yeah.
to play.
Hellblade, and that's it.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of Team Ninja.
So unless
because
there's
Team Ninja did Neo. Did
not a
Dead or
not a
Alive.
fantastic pedigree here that I'm seeing, but
Well, okay. Well, on that note, I would love to see a new Ninja Gaiden. On
what was the other one? Compulsion,
Compulsion, which is they did We Happy Few.
which I never touched. I mean, I don't.
But then again, then I'm not really sure.
So I mean, unless
And
they
then
make,
the Initiative is their brand new in-house made studio.
yeah, all Compulsion did was Contrast and We Happy Few.
Contrast is actually really fun.
Never heard of it.
That was one of the launch games on the PS4. It was a small little indie game. That was really, really good. It was free on Plus. I loved it.
See,
was
and that's
great.
another thing too. Is like I'm not because obviously there's a lot of digitally there's a lot of like independently developed games that become available on both PSN and Xbox as well. Well, the Switch is literally just insane. Like the Switch is picking up everything it can get its hands on as far as any game almost.
Oh yeah, because it's so successful.
Everything's just being ported to it. Everything.
Oh yeah.
Like, and I get it because it's portable and it's all that makes sense. But like comparing like Microsoft to PS4, I feel like a lot more of the indie games that I would be interested in are on PS4, or like go to PS4 sooner than they do with Microsoft, and I can't verify that with certainty because I don't have the new Xbox. I don't use Game Pass.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like I like with and that's another thing is like being that the Switch is so successful. I think that is also going to drive a lot more independent people to try to get their stuff onto those other two systems because it's just taking everything. It's almost like there's no borders with the Switch. Like Nintendo can just get their hands on almost any title and just put it on there. They don't have to design it. They're just porting it, and it's a great way to make money and save money. because you don't have to do any in-house development stuff, and just put out another Mario game in 10 years, and you'll be fine.
We should probably go to the live stream here pretty
Yeah,
soon.
no worries. Yeah. So I'm just gonna pull this up. I'm gonna transfer over. Because we're about
As a timer. Right?
as a timer. Yeah. So I'm just gonna pull that up right
Can
there.
we do the countdown? 10, 9.
Yeah.
So yeah, it has the timer up and everything. Anything else you kind of want to bring up? Because we kind of talk about.
Well, I mean, I recently saw that Todd Howard stated that Skyrim 6 is supposed they're trying to design it so that it can last like another 10 years.
10 years.
Just like, well, because Skyrim is
Do
still
we just
being
call it
bought.
Skyrim now? We don't call it Elder Scrolls anymore?
No, it is Elder Scrolls.
Whatever.
Yeah.
No, but no.
I know what you
Skyrim
mean.
specifically is what I'm talking about. Has been like bought and played for like the last 8 years. People still buy it and play it because it's so expansive. So that's
We have to have
basically.
the screen tilted down that way.
I mean, we can move it. Go ahead. There we go. There you go.
There we go. Okay.
But with he was saying, and that's basically I think what he's saying about like 6 and why it's taking so long is like they want to make it so like you could basically play it for a decade. You know,
Yeah.
like it's gonna. Like, because Skyrim has just still been very popular. It's still played heavily by a lot of people that put a lot of time into it.
I just hope that it's not a Fallout 4 instance because they
don't-
hyped out
they're not
Fallout 4.
good.
Fallout 4 was
I like Fallout.
Fallout 4 was a fine game, but it never lived up to the hype of it. And I would probably still say that.
See, but I think that more often than not, nothing lives up to the hype because the hype, if the hype grows for too long, then it's never, it's gonna be unattainable.
Exactly.
Because Fallout 3 was phenomenal,
Oh yeah.
and I like
Most
all
definitely.
the expansions, everything. It was a great.
Yesterday at EA Play, they did say that EA is going to be here at Microsoft's press conference, and they did say they are going to show more of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, I did see some of a trailer of some of the gameplay.
What'd you think?
I didn't see any of the combat. It was just some of the movement stuff.
Okay.
But it looks good. I mean,
Yeah.
I need to see combat before I could say anything.
But that's what yesterday was.
Other than traversal, yeah, well, I didn't see it.
There's tons of points in the it's a 15-minute trailer where they're fighting a bunch of stormtroopers.
Oh, okay. I must not have gotten far enough because
Yeah, because it starts with traversal, and then it gets to a point where there's.
I'll be honest, it looked really, really dull.
Oh, you did watch it.
I did watch it, yes.
Okay.
And I mean, it's EA on the last. I mean, CEA, walk away.
Wow,
Remember
Spectre.
that. CEA, walk away. That's my
Wow,
my favorite word.
you've been burned
I'm
really
gonna,
hard
I'm
by
gonna,
EA.
I'm not gonna. It's a game that I'm interested in playing, but I'm gonna wait for it to come out and see what happens.
Mhm.
It's not something I like because I'm not a big pre-order person.
Mhm.
Like only rarely do I pre-order a game. Usually, if it's a fighting game that I like,
Mhm.
or I still have to actually pre-order it. The Sinking City finally is pre-orderable.
Yeah,
There we go. Yeah.
That was
H.P.
the,
Lovecraft?
Yeah, and it's an open world Lovecraftian game where you literally just are a detective and you just do whatever you want. I cannot wait because I don't.
Let me know how that is. I want to get around to that eventually.
No, yeah, because Call of Cthulhu was great. And I knew about that a while back too, and that one took forever. But now the Sinking City it's pretty much like the culmination of what I want in a Lovecraftian game.
yeah.
You know, and like it looks incredible, and I've been keeping up with it. And it finally, like they actually talked about it on GameStop TV the last time I was there, and like it just looks so good. And the fact that it's open world, like an open world Lovecraft game in a fictional like coastal town where you're just a detective, you know, trying not to go insane and just doing things at your own pace and trying to figure out what's going on. It sounds amazing, and I'm sure the music will be kick ass.
Well, let me know how it goes.
There we go. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
So they are doing a countdown.
Yeah, you would have been happy.
I thought so
It
too.
looked like it.
Oh, I thought it was. Yeah, I don't know.
They come out with the Xbox Dreamcast.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, right.
This is the Xbox E3 2019 briefing.
It's always in the same. It's always like the same setup every year.
I mean, it looks nice.
It looks nice, yeah.
Nice There's
There's-
resolution.
I hope we get another Forza announcement.
Oh, we will. We will.
I want
we
a car.
always.
I want a car in the stage show again.
You want a car in the stage? Like,
I want an exclusive car.
I need that
It's never
car.
been seen before.
Pre-order or receive this car.
Exclusive car.
Yep. Ori and the Black Forest is definitely great. Halo. Really, for the past year or so, they've really been focusing on the games, which is what they need to do. Oh, here we go.
The corporate model is the oldest and most efficient structure history has ever shown us.
What?
Scheduled scarcity is a premium feature of colonial life. The colony must never lose faith. That is what the board provides. Security in a senseless and chaotic world.
This is Halcyon, the furthest colony in the galaxy, proudly owned and operated by corporations. Everything we have, everything we are, we owe to them.
What?
They are always with us. No one has ever gone against them.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Bioshock.
But
Or no, is this that
a stranger has just arrived.
Outer Worlds?
Outer Worlds? Is that?
Oh,
That's what I.
Someone who's
It was like
challenging
I'm like.
corporate war. Someone who's digging up their secrets. Someone who could be a villain or a hero.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Here, hope this gun serves you better than it did me.
Or a psychopath.
Oh, my time to shine.
This has to be Outer Worlds.
Good luck.
I suppose time will tell, but no matter who this stranger chooses to be, the Halcyon colony will never be the same.
Yeah, this is definitely Outer Worlds. But Obsidian's doing it.
Yeah.
well, there you go. Sorry. It's like a combination of creative part.
Well, it has one. I believe I remember when the announcement had more to it.
The outer
Well, yeah, that's what they're known for.
Yeah.
All their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine.
October 25th. Nice.
Please welcome from Ninja Theory, Ronnie Tucker and
Oh, wow.
Dom Matthews.
What, yeah?
No, me. I opened up a soda.
Just
Me.
thirsty looking at
Color
The
commentary over
Ninja
there, right?
Theory had joined Xbox Game Studios, a move that has given us an incredible boost in achieving the creative ambition of our teams. We've started work on a number of new games at the studio, and in the near future, we'll be sharing details on all of these projects. When we joined Xbox Game Studios, we already had a very exciting game several years in the making, and we're happy to return to E3 to share this with you.
As creative director, I'm stoked to be here to share our new game with you guys. It combines two of my gaming passions, third-person action combat
Like
and
that.
competitive team multiplayer.
Okay.
Our
You
technical
don't like
alpha's
that.
kicking off in just a couple of weeks, and we'd love for you to sign up, get involved, and tell us what you think. Or if you're here at E3, come and join us for a game. I really hope you guys like it. Check it out. This is Bleeding Edge.
Leading Edge. Okay.
World premiere.
I was like, wait a second, is this like a fighting game for those WB?
No.
Hey man, they could though.
I know. It's
Pretty generic.
From DMC's combat director. That's
It looks like something that's basically going to replace Overwatch once Activision's gone.
yeah.
Something that'll be. I don't know.
I like the art style.
I hate the art style.
Nah, I definitely do like that.
But then again, like, yeah, I mean, they said third person tab didn't look very tactical
Well,
to me.
it's a
Well, the only
it's
interesting, interesting thing about it was it's melee combat.
It's
There's no
melee
fighting.
combat. It's a hero shooter, but instead of shooter, it's like
That I would be down to try because I'm more into melee combat in general than any kind of shooting.
Ooh.
I still gotta play the first one.
God, I love the Ori series.
I gotta play the first one.
How many of these games are there now?
This is the
There's
third.
only-
This looks like the third one. There's 2 of them already.
Jesus.
That would be one. That's like one of the games in addition to like Cuphead that I would want an Xbox to be able to play them because my current PC wouldn't be able to handle them.
Or just bike up and then your Switch.
Again, financial.
Ask your wife's boyfriend.
My wife's boyfriend.
What?
To buy it for you.
Yeah. If I ever get married, I'll let you know. That's what Brett's like when he wakes up and it's just opens,
So,
mouth
every day.
opens up with tentacles. And if anybody's unfortunate enough to be like standing in the room like a snake,
Thank you, Blaze. I appreciate it.
not a problem. Ori and the fat
Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Ori and the big cheeseburger. I always did like the music though. I do have the soundtrack for the first game despite not having played it.
February 11th of next year.
But everyone's
There.
quiet.
It's what? Is
We need
this an
applause
indie
signs
game?
here, stat.
Yeah, right. There's just people with cattle prods that are realizing the audience.
Whoa. What?
Minecraft thing here.
Yeah. From the creators of Minecraft.
Big Dick Energy.
Are they? They're going like new game, new game.
But it has that voxel aesthetic.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like and kind of don't like. I like really am 50-50 on like.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Minecraft Diablo?
This looks a little bit more real time combat than Diablo. This is more like Breath of the Wild type.
I think Diablo's
You
No.
think?
tactical.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what is that?
I guess I don't know
ARPG
enough about Diablo's combat system to compare the two games. Okay. If you could play with other people in a game like this, you might be down for that.
Yeah.
Then again, it's just like this moment in the box. It's like I like it and I don't.
I mean, it looks
It
alright.
looks cool, but it's like it's also like I don't know.
And the thing is, you have so many of these games now. You have,
Yeah.
you have Diablo, you have Path of Exile, you have. Like I said, I'm playing Chaos Bane right now.
Minecraft Dungeons. But yeah, like it's that top down like loot
Torchlight. I mean, there's so many.
Four player local. That's not bad.
That's cool. I like that.
That's kind of the direction going. Chaos Bane's the same way.
Please welcome the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer.
Yeah.
Just comes out just like the golden king.
Okay, I'm sure he's got it. That was a hint.
Apparently, that's just the thing that the heads do now.
I haven't seen it. See it. I couldn't get a good look.
I saw a brain.
I hope it.
Is that Psychonauts?
Probably.
That might be Psychonauts. Because that looks like the brain from Psychonauts.
Okay,
Okay, shut up now.
Thank you.
Phil Spencer.
thank you. Thank you. We on Team Xbox live for this exact moment. The moment we get to share the best of our art form here with you in LA. And the moment you get to experience breathtaking new stories new worlds, and new heroes for the very first time. This moment isn't just about finding some new games, it's about discovering your new games. This decisive moment of discovery is etched in your gaming history, alongside your every achievement, your every moment, your every new friend. This is why we on Team Xbox are always and will be dedicated to unleashing the next new games for you to discover and love. So whether you're one of the thousands with us here in Microsoft Theater,
I feel like you just said a lot of stuff without actually saying it.
Is he running for office?
or one of the billions around the world who play games, welcome to E3 2019. This right now is the single most creative and energizing time in gaming history. Games and gamers together now have the sheer magnitude to be a significant unifying force for the world.
We will take down the chat.
The expanding universe of gaming has opened a new era of
Sounds like
creative
something Chad would
possibility.
say.
With more games,
watch yourself.
more
I'm gonna report the
creators,
task force.
and more industry
Calm down,
players
there,
than
Giggles.
ever before. And gamers were everywhere. In under 2 decades, the number of players in the world has more than tripled. Over 2 billion of us now play games in every region and on every continent. And with new technological leaps, we get to play whatever we want, with whomever we want, and wherever we want. On Team Xbox, every decision is guided by our belief that gaming is for everyone. My team and I are single-minded in our resolve
It's understandable.
to bring everyone the games they
It
want,
looks like hot garbage.
It
to
does. I don't know
connect
who they're
everyone
marketing
to play with the friends they
Theoretical
want,
version of a T1
and to
connection.
empower
But I guess they got
everyone
enough money
to
to not give a
play
shit at
wherever
first.
they want.
It's like, why not? Why not try it?
This is why we keep innovating hardware and services. It's why we're uniting communities through crossplay, and it's why we're investing with new distinctive creators. Above all, gaming is for you. This is why we scour the world for your next new games. This today is the largest showcase of games on any stage, anywhere this year. Today, from the thousands of games in development across Xbox One and Windows PC, we're highlighting 60 games for you, including 14 games from Xbox Game Studios and over 30 games premiering in Xbox Game Pass.
That's red.
In addition to showcasing all of these games over the show, we'll also announce what's next at Xbox Game Studios. Sharing our expansive plans for streaming, and of course, revealing more about our next new console.
The Project Star. That's kind of why everyone.
So thank you for joining us today. Let's jump in.
Hey! Yeah, this is Star Wars Jedi Order. But that's me, you want.
Ready to
Nice.
Hey! Who are you?
Got a name?
Cal Kestis.
Saw Gerrera.
I'm here on Jedi business.
Jedi are dead.
Not all of them.
I love fucking Coruscant.
Yeah, like I'm telling you.
That's basically why I want to play this, but it's like the next Coruscant.
Yeah. It has a combat similar to like For Honor, because you can target one person and kind of do that. So
just a play.
EA walk away.
I want to see. It looks good.
Are not
Okay.
yet lost. Hope is not yet lost.
No. Yeah, if it's got execution moves, that's a big deal for me. That's what I like about the
Yeah, I'm
Surge.
okay. You all right? No, we are not doing that again.
World premiere.
Revengeance. Yeah, well, that's already taken.
Oh yeah, damn.
What the?
I think so.
That's what that looked like.
Peter Shannon, 9-year-old boy, went missing on Saturday. This afternoon, the authorities are organizing a search in the Black Hills Forest.
Okay, Bullet. Let's find this kid. Wait up, Bullet! Bullet!
Where am
Evil was it? Yeah. Final Fantasy 16.
We definitely do need more survival.
I know, dude.
He was talking about that last
That's literally
time.
what I've been saying is nobody makes them anymore. It's ridiculous. Evil Within is like the only thing other than Resident Evil, and they're both made by the same people. Do you like this
Blair Witch?
Fatal Frame?
Okay, Bullet.
Can't be
Let's find this
I
kid.
feel like it's like an Alan Wake E game, but I don't know if it's. But
it is Blair Witch.
Yeah.
Huh.
Is this the 90s again?
I mean, that's fine.
Hey, man!
I'll play it. That looks fun.
Are we gonna get a Scream game too? Oh no!
Oh, god dang it.
Just hit F5.
Daddy, no!
Oh, wait, you don't have it set to. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh, is it?
Of course it cuts out, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Couldn't cut out for Ori.
Yeah.
V, my man, you made it. You blowing up all over the news. Are you alone?
I just want the money.
You got the chip? All right, start her up, Bug. Why don't you go to the bathroom, wash up? We gonna be with you in a minute. What? Oh, come on, man. Your neck, it's a mess.
While hotel security has yet to comment, we do know the suspect seems to have fled the scene.
Initiating combat mode.
Go!
Destination confirmed.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about! Alright, in and out! We're rich! Oh, we are going to the major leagues, Jackie! Jack? Oh, no. Okay, get to a clinic now.
Mr. Wells' condition is critical.
Go!
Immediate medical
It's gonna
help
be
is
okay.
required.
Just hold on. Hey, just think about all the good that we're gonna have, huh? I'm sorry. vortex.
Every corporal cop in this city's gonna be blasting down these doors after what you and your psycho friend did. We didn't need all this tension, damn it.
Wake the f up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
What? 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 Keanu Reeves? Yeah! Fuck yeah! Oh yeah.
Because of John Wick, you know.
Oh yeah. That's
I still need to see the
great.
third movie.
Oh, that's great. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
I love this.
What the fuck is
I want
going
to hear what he says.
So great. I love it.
How's it going?
That's a sick shirt.
Hello, Los Angeles.
What the fuck is going on?
I love this so hard.
All right.
Okay, so they actually surprised me.
Good to
with
see
something.
you. Thank you.
I'm down.
This is
All
so
right.
rad.
It's a good surprise too.
All right.
We all.
I gotta talk to you about something. I gotta talk to you about something. CD Projekt Red. Cyberpunk 2077. All right. A while back, the guys from CD Projekt Red approached me and asked me to be a part of their new project, Cyberpunk 2077. They were going on and on about how they'd create this vast open world with a branching storyline, how you'd be able to customize your character through in-game choices. And it's not something I knew before, but I was excited by. And I'm always drawn to fascinating stories.
That's what I'd be yelling.
Cyberpunk
Dead 3. Bill and Ted 3.
is set in a metropolis of the future, where body modification has become an obsession. You play as an outlaw, an enhanced mercenary working in the sleazy underbelly of the city. Yeah. Okay, but let me tell you.
I'm legit surprised.
It's great.
The feeling of being there, of walking the streets of the
Did you see John
future
Wick 3?
is really going to be
Watch John Wick,
breathtaking.
period.
You see any of them?
No.
I've seen the third one.
You're breathtaking.
You've seen the third one?
You're
It's
all
fantastic.
Oh, I heard it's great. I just haven't gotten around.
I hear. I haven't
all
seen
right, all right.
two.
So-
But I hear
I
that
gotta
two
finish
is the
it.
black
So
sheep of
tell
the
me.
series, so.
Do you
But I
guys
haven't-
want to
I
know
can't compare the three.
C3.
when there's the release date?
Yes,
There you go.
Yes, thank you, Keanu.
Yeah.
Get fucking the one.
All
He's
right.
gonna tell us the release date.
Then check this out.
I love this.
Ready now? Whoa, hey, easy. Mr. Hand sent me. Am I right for the job? Okay, I'm in.
Few have gone through to the other side.
Let's do this.
Oh, April 16th of 2020.
Less than a year.
I mean, hey man, that's a big game.
I wasn't expecting it to be this year.
Oh, me either.
Spring is becoming like the new like holiday. I'm glad that it's
World
there and not
premiere.
during the fall.
Well, that's gonna be hard to top. There, that was pretty
Oh.
stunning. I mean,
looks interesting.
Probably one of the. It's probably from ID at Xbox, like an made from indie developer.
We're gonna get more than a logo this time. That's probably before your time.
I know what it is, but yeah. I mean,
you guys are both you're like Zoomers, right? You're fucking young. I grew up with Battletoads.
Yeah, I know it was notoriously difficult.
Yep. I think that's what I was kind of saying exactly.
Nice.
I don't know if I'm crazy about the art style. Phoenix Wright prequel.
Oh, that's a cool style.
Oh. Yes. Wow, that's really cool. Wow, I love
that's gotta
this
be insane
style.
animated.
Oh
Yeah,
that's one. Oh my god.
It reminds me of I'm getting strong Tearaway vibes here. Remember that?
Yeah.
RPG time.
Nice. That looks fascinating. Just the art
Wait,
style.
hold
Just fascinating.
I like the sound. Unless it's a compilation.
And it's
It's a compilation. Yeah, these are all like that static drive.
Pathologic. What happened to Keanu? Expanded?
Yeah, bring the piano back.
Blazing Chrome.
Yeah, baby. Oh, hell yeah. I love my bullet hell games.
Helix Reaper. Secret Neighbor. Oh boy. Lord of the Rings, The Living Martyr. Night Call.
That looks dope.
Totem Teller.
That also looks dope.
You gotta get your Xbox Game Pass, okay?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, honestly, with Game Pass, when they're going, like, at launch, you get all these ID at Xbox, like, that's the best way to go about doing this, honestly.
My sister has a 1S, but it's like, I just don't have the funds to just buy an Xbox.
Please
let
welcome
alone pay
Head
for
of
another
Xbox
online
Partnerships, Sarah Vaughn.
Yeah, there's too many online services to pay for already.
All the ID at Xbox games you just saw will premiere on Xbox Game Pass day one. At Xbox, our passion is to help you find and play the games that you love through creation, curation, and discovery. The ultimate expression of that passion is Xbox Game Pass. My team travels the globe, seeking out fan favorites and hidden gems, and crafts partnerships with their creators so that you can discover your next favorite game. Mind-blowing experiences, epic adventures, and iconic characters, all for you to explore. It has been awesome to see the record-breaking success developers have had in Xbox Game Pass, introducing their games to new players and creating lifelong fans. Since launch, we have tripled the number of partners in Game Pass, adding more games from more genres, platformers, RPG, adventure, sports, puzzles, and more every single month. And of course, every Xbox Game Studios title you see today will premiere in Game Pass day one.
Day one of what?
No way, like how long? When it releases.
We are thrilled to announce new titles coming to Xbox Game Pass on console today, including Batman Arkham Knight, Metro Exodus, Hollow Knight, and Borderlands The Handsome Collection.
There you go.
We have free on PlayStation.
Stop being Buzz
Amazing
Killington
games
here, okay?
that you
They're
can start
trying.
playing
This is their
today.
conference.
Our mission at Xbox is for you to be able to play any game with anyone, anywhere. And we know for many of you that means PC. That is why last month we announced Xbox Game Pass for PC.
For PlayStation.
Yeah. I wish.
Today, the Game Pass journey on PC begins. Now, PC players can discover their next favorite game with Xbox Game Pass. We have curated over 100 games just for PC, including favorites like Imperator Rome and Football Manager 2019.
Those are
Huh?
Well, I don't play on PC, so don't even ask me.
And
for
it's
the first
Imperator,
time on
not
PC,
Imperator.
starting with Halo Reach, the entire Master Chief Collection.
I mean, that's cool that they're doing that, but I mean, I would never want to play football.
If you want another monthly
We
subscription
are
service?
thrilled to share that Xbox Game Pass for PC launches in open beta today.
Whenever you're ready.
I mean, really, like, regardless, the Game Pass is a fantastic service.
Oh, I'm sure it is. It's just without actually having an Xbox, there's no way of
I mean, if you want to play these games, then you can just kind of, I guess, do the service and then kind of cancel them.
Yes.
Well, the reason why, like, Game Pass.
But then again, it's also just like my PC needs to be upgraded before I would be able to really realistically play any of these on a decent set. Because I still run the GTA 350.
But, like, how just you pay $10, you get access to just a bunch.
No, right. What I'm saying is, though, it's like if my computer can't handle it at the highest quality, there's no point.
Yeah. And that's kind of the one thing why.
Which is another thing I like about consoles, because I don't have to worry about it.
Exactly.
I tend to play older stuff on PC. So
Well, yeah,
it doesn't really matter.
I can still play all the stuff I have. It's just like
all the good
Xbox
games
Game
have already
Pass
been made.
for PC is here now. Try it out by
$10 a
downloading
month.
the all-new
Yeah.
Xbox app on Windows. And if you want it all, we have created a membership just for you. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Dub Edition Remix.
Yeah. Completed.
You get everything. Xbox Game Pass for console with over 100 great games, Xbox Live Gold, an unrivaled gaming community, and now Xbox Game Pass for PC at no additional charge.
Wait, that's $5 more.
For $15 a month.
Right, but that is an addition from the basic
Yeah.
membership, so I don't understand.
And because it's
But-
E3,
but-
everyone can jump in and
Well-
play today for $1.
Okay.
Buy that for $1.
Now go discover your next favorite game.
Maybe.
World premiere.
You get an exclusive Keanu Reeves avatar.
Oh, look. Captured in real time 4K.
Satellite data and use your AI.
Wife simulator. Oh.
Replay Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, right. It's on Game Pass. Is this Sims?
Flight Simulator.
I was thinking it reminded me of like an Ace Combat flight simulator or something. Airport simulator.
I want to play the Yardbird Simulator.
Lumberyard simulator.
Prostate exam simulator.
This is kind of cool. This kind of flight sim I could get into. I could never really get into like Ace Combat. It's too detached. Like there's not really. It's so.
See, the problem with games like this though is it just evolves into people running planes to the buildings and then shoot each other.
That's great though. I want to do that. I mean, being able to explore the world.
Like
in this
I
detail
feel sorry for like the kid that really wants to be a pilot and he plays this and then some asshole fucking flying at him. Jump for fans.
This is kind of cool though. The graphical detail of exploring the world through a plane is kind of.
Yeah.
This would be great for VR. Like I'd VR the crap out of that if I had VR. Like the graphics in this might as well be the Forza version of planes.
Microsoft Flights. Wow.
Just like the OG.
Yeah, like the OG. Holy
Kind of cool.
crap.
Though. That looked amazing.
Yeah.
I forget that. Yeah, Microsoft did have one.
Yeah, back in I remember. I
played it. It sucked.
Do you remember a time?
The original was terrible.
Yeah.
I could not figure out what was
were
going
built,
on.
and powerful cities collapsed. When the smallest of choices echoed through the pages of history. It was an age.
Age of Empires.
There we go.
I've never played Age of Empires.
One of the best games of all time.
Is it like a tower defense?
Wow, that looks amazing.
Is it a tower defense?
No, it's an RTS.
It's an RTS,
Yeah, I've never been into RTS.
Dude, this is one of the best ones ever.
I mean, I'd give it a try, but it's just like things like StarCraft and that looks good. I like the aesthetic of it.
Wow.
And a new campaign. Whole new campaign.
Who the fuck cares what campaign plays multiplayer?
I mean, I do.
This is like a steep
Beautiful.
learning curve on
That
there.
looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Not that I'm not familiar
to be
with.
great, yes, but I mean that looks fantastic.
Razors? I see you at a donkey's age. Welcome to beautiful Colorado, home to the Purple Mountains Master G of the Rockies. Hike through colorful canyons. Get up close and personal with a wild and woolly wild duck. Sample home-cooked delicacies. Eat where the locals eat. Visit Colorado Springs.
Air conditioned by nature.
There's so much to see and do in this post-apocalyptic winter wonderland. Meet new people. Make new friends. Colorado has colorful characters and friendly faces everywhere you look. See our beautiful airport. And don't forget to pick yourself up a nifty souvenir. So don't be shy. Colorado's waiting for you. First round's on me. First round's on you.
That's kind of the vibe I'm getting.
Wasteland 3.
Oh, I never played Wasteland.
Yeah.
But I think that is kind of similar.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's basically Fallout, the original.
I never played the original Fallout,
Please
but I've seen
welcome
footage.
head of Xbox Game Studios, Matt Booty.
Mad Booty.
Mad Booty.
Dad Booty.
Yeah. Look at this guy.
Games are at the heart of our mission. Over the last year,
I
we
smoked
added
1,000
7
cigarettes.
new game development studios to Xbox. It's fantastic to see some of these studios already sharing new games on our E3 stage, and there's more to come. I have the privilege of working with some of the best studios around the globe, and for me, Great studios are about
No,
people,
you're good. That's fine.
teams,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
and
go to the
ideas.
bathroom at some point.
Our success comes down to one thing: creating great games that players
Don't
love.
you do that.
It's not my
Great
chair.
games
my chair,
come
actually.
from great
Well, then
developers.
You're just doing it to yourself. Then.
That's why
But it stays
I'm
here.
honored today to announce that joining Xbox Studios is Double Fine Productions.
Wow.
So yeah,
They now have Double Fine as part.
Like the nuts.
Holy
Double
God.
Fine has been a
criminal
beacon of creativity and spirit in game development for almost 20 years.
Psychonauts,
With
what
classic
else?
games like
Psychonauts,
Psychonauts, Brutal Legend, and Broken
Full
Age.
Throttle,
I'm looking
Grim
forward to
Fandango.
Double
Oh, that's
Fine
right, yeah,
joining Xbox and seeing what we create
Brutal
together.
Legend right there.
Please
Oh,
join
yes.
me in welcoming the founder and president of Double Fine Productions, Tim Schafer.
Wow.
Get the shake, man. Damn.
Crap.
He's old, man. I haven't seen him in forever.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you, Matt. We are so excited to be joining Xbox Game Studios. And I'm here to personally reasure you, Matt. I don't know what you've heard, but I'm a team player. Whatever you need from Double Fine, we'll make for you. Halo stuff, Forza stuff, Excel stuff, whatever you want, we are there. Yeah.
Tim, we just want you to make great games.
Oh, that's such a relief because I was totally lying. In that case, we brought a brand new trailer for Psychonauts 2. Take a look if you did.
Oh yeah!
I still have never played the first one. I know of it. I know it's great.
Same here. I know of it. I know it was a classic in its time.
I just never owned it. What was it on?
It was on PS2 and Xbox.
Oh, okay.
It was
So I
on
would be
Xbox.
able to play it. and see.
My name is Raz, and today is my first official day on the job. We're on a mission.
Rasputin?
I'm on him. Looking for me? Mia, the mission is falling apart. We've lost control of Lobato. I put the old egg in the box and the basket in the basket. No, no, I won't tell. I won't tell anyone. I promise. No, please.
Come on, stream.
Oh, come on, stream.
It's that dial-up connection of yours again.
No, not even that. All right.
Press F in chat.
F5.
Yep.
Oh man, god damn it! I can't.
Yeah, press. There you go.
There we go. Come on now. Lego Star Wars.
I don't care about those games. Like, not yeah, my point stands.
Huh?
Anyway, Psychonauts. I wish I would have done sealed that.
Yeah.
It looked like it probably would have been.
All 9 films in one game.
Still not. I get why people like them, but I think Lego games are
So they're waiting until Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
It's all 9.
Yeah, the Skywalker saga.
I'm not gonna buy it just because of that now. Just because it has those awful new films in it.
Oh, shut up, Spectre.
It's so fucking blurry.
Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball stuff.
Holy.
頼むよ。もっと急いでくれ。
お前らは皆殺しだ。死ね。
Oh,
どうするんだろう。
definitely a fight.
あっさり潰してやるぜ。
I mean,
オーダーカカロット。これで貴様はもう終わりだ。カカロット。フリーザを倒してくれ。やめろフリーザー。ゴク。
It sounds like Goofy.
Playing. Well, the Japanese voice acting is terrible, but playing. I love fighters, but like it was a good concept. But flesh out the combat system. Oh, Project Z.
This is the Project Z game.
It's an action RPG.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is what it's called.
So it's his story, probably.
Yeah.
World premiere.
Interactive thriller.
I have a surprise for you.
Okay.
You want to guess what it is?
This is an outfit for a newborn. You bought it this morning. You wanted to surprise me.
I'm sorry.
You're pregnant.
You know?
I know because you already gave it to me. This has happened before.
What are you talking about? What's going on?
Someone is coming. He's going to hurt us. He says you killed your father. I need to know what happened.
Why are you doing this? My father died.
Died of a heart attack?
No, I didn't have anything to do with...
Any second now, he's going to knock on that door. Help me.
This isn't happening. This can't be happening.
Police, open up.
That's him.
Did you call the police?
We have a warrant. Please open the door.
I didn't do anything.
We're here to help.
Don't listen to him. I'm your only chance.
Open the door right now.
You know me. I love you. You have to believe me.
Stop.
No.
You're under arrest.
No.
Hey!
Yeah, it almost reminds me of like.
You're home. What are you doing? Are you okay?
Sorry, Bill Murray.
Groundhog's Day.
That looked interesting.
The Revenge.
Yeah.
The Revenge. Groundhog's Day 2.
There you go. I would love the sequel then. It's like a gritty reboot. Oh, Deer Simulator. Wait.
I think it be. Every movie or game about a deer has to have something.
It's just the law. Interesting. I like the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Oh.
Mass Effect Centauri.
This is
Gears.
Control, I think.
Oh, Gears 5.
This might be Gears 5.
It is Gears 5. I can tell by the outfit. I never beat 4 of those, so.
Yeah, this is definitely Gears 5.
I can tell, yeah. That's the song by Billie Eilish.
Bury a friend, try to wake up. Cannibal class, killing the sun. Bury
She likes the new thing that corporate overlords are pushing.
Actually, I think she's pretty anti-corporation.
Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go?
I'm so anti-corporation from my mansion.
Hey, she doesn't know her house is actually not that ridiculous.
Oh no, that's Bound by Blood 5.
What is Bound by Blood?
I have to look
From the Coalition,
And there's
please
a
welcome
there's
Studio
five of them? How have I
Rob
never
Ferguson.
That was Gears of War.
Oh, it was? God damn it!
There's a slogan. They got you. They got you. It's like a tagline.
I thought it was Gears 5, and don't do that to me.
What?
It was. I saw Marcus.
Thanks,
Phoenix.
everyone.
I know.
We're excited to announce that Gears 5 is releasing on September 10th.
Oh, wow.
Now with 100% more to
And if you want to play 4 days early,
That's
you
okay.
can
That's okay.
with our Ultimate Edition or membership in the newly announced Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
You can now pre-order the Super Ultimate Edition.
With Gears of War 4, we wanted to earn your trust.
If
But
you
with
get
Gears
two of them,
5, we
we'll
want to
throw
push
in
the
another
envelope by doing new things never
Game
seen
of
in a
the
Gears
Year
game
contender.
before.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you
Game of
all
the
about
Year
it this
Turbo
summer.
Ultra HD
In July, join us for our Versus multiplayer tech test, where you'll be one of the first to play our all-new competitive game type, Arcade. In August at Gamescom, go hands-on with the all-new Horde mode and see how character abilities can turn the tide on the battlefield. In September, we return to the biggest Gears campaign ever, where we'll explore more of Kate's harrowing journey and celebrate our launch on September 10th. But what are we talking about today? Today, it's a brand new way to fight the Swarm. In Escape, you play as one of 3 Hive Busters. You and your squad infiltrate the Hive, plant the bomb, and escape with your life. Because we all know the best defense is a good offense. It's everything you love about Gears, turned up to 11.
Resolution to pick up so I can see what the hell is
This is
happening.
actually a malfunction on the stage.
No, it's probably just the view or something.
Is it an exclusive Porsche?
Yeah, this is under the stage.
They attacked, and we lost everything. Everything except the need for revenge. This might look like a surrender, but it's not. It's an invasion.
somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. But I won't ask now.
Really weird. Just makes it weird to go like really English in this
Never change.
That's cool.
I hope you enjoyed your taste of Escape, an aggressive 3-player co-op experience perfect for your living room couch. But it's not just about busting hives. You can build them too and challenge your friends with the experiences you create. And tonight, join me on Mixer as we challenge these 3 WWE superstars, Xavier Woods,
yeah,
AJ Styles,
yeah,
and Tyler Breeze,
woo,
to survive a gameplay deep dive from right here in the Hive. For those of you at home, for the next 2 days, you and your friends can play in select Microsoft stores. So good luck out running the swarm, and we'll see you on the leaderboards. Oh, and for anyone who pre-orders or plays within the first week, we've got something special just for you.
Terminator Dark Fate character bag.
Why?
I love that.
That's cool.
I love that. That's great.
Why?
That's great. What are you talking about?
So goofy. Why?
And?
Have the sales for these games been great or anything too? I mean, it's
Yeah, but I like Horde mode. That's why I would get it. This Gears 3.
Oh, it's the new model for the Elite controller.
And on that note, I'm gonna hit the bathroom. Get the bag.
Yeah, you do it. All right.
Because I know for a fact I'm not ever buying
Yeah, because like the Elite was hard to like hit recently, right? Well, that too, definitely even more ways to customize. And it has a rechargeable battery. 40 hours per charge. Nice. Yo! It's Dying Light 2!
When my father saved my life, he told me never to forget who I am.
Yeah! Dying Light is freaking rad!
Nobody even wants to know my
Dying
name.
Light 2!
Getting attached is deadly.
Oh, it's so good!
I want a new mirror set.
Because when darkness
I agree, but this is the closest thing I can get to it.
Yeah, it has better combat.
Well, there is some mirrors in too.
Oh yeah, by the way, I peed on your bed.
virus
Great.
takes society
Thank you.
apart, but
Thanks,
I
Bobby.
won't
It's all over
turn
that
into an enemy. Staying alive became the essence of our existence, yet life must be more
I think a
than just
visual
survival.
overhaul is like one of the things that would make Dying Light.
Every day, the disease tries to
That
crush
might come out
us
within
and
the
make us
first,
forget
like,
who we
year
are,
or so of
but
the,
I keep
Xbox One
fighting.
PS4.
My name is Aiden, and I am infected.
Ooh. Well, spring of next year.
There we go.
World premiere.
More Forza! Hey, there's your car!
Oh my god, exclusive car. World premiere.
See, come on, I need the resolution to pick up here so I can actually tell how good it is.
Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, yes!
Wow.
Hell, it's just Legos! I love it! Oh my god! Oh my god, yes! Really?
I couldn't possibly care less about it.
Please welcome.
I love that you can just have Legos in it. It's great.
Oh,
What's a car
that's
just made out of Legos? I love
real
it.
car like that.
Combine McLaren's passion for design with about 500,000 of Lego's legendary bricks. You get this incredible life-size Lego Speed Champions McLaren Senna. Combine the beauty and freedom of Horizon with the playful fun of Lego, you get the Forza Horizon 4 Lego Speed Champions expansion. You will drive this Senna and more Lego Speed Champions cars
I think
in an
they
entirely new world, packed with inventive new challenges, new areas to explore, and loads of bricks to smash. The Forza Horizon 4 Lego Speed Champions expansion launches this week. I'll see you there.
Nice. Oh yeah, Gears
XCOM style game would be really dope.
It doesn't look like it.
Oh, I know that's not what that is.
Yeah.
But that just got me
Yeah,
thinking.
no, I get you.
You know what I'm because I love XCOM.
I just say I'm really glad I'm not a Gears of War fan.
Kind of like it's zombie survival.
Right, I know that.
My mission. Find the father I never knew.
My mission, find a hero I've never met. He hasn't radioed in days.
He hasn't been seen since the outbreak.
The last time I heard his voice,
The last place he was seen was in Trumbull Valley.
That's what I
I
mean.
heard whispers
It's a zombie survival.
I've only heard legend.
of unseen horrors. Here, we are the many.
What?
Here, we can become stronger.
For so long, I was just surviving.
Now people are counting on me.
This is where my story could end.
This is where my story could begin.
I thought we had seen everything.
We ain't seen nothing yet.
I didn't ever play it, so I honestly don't know if I should be set it back. Depends on how bad it is.
I mean, I never played it, so I mean,
Obviously, none of us had interest.
Doesn't even show up, still wins.
World premiere.
It's a PlayStation fan.
Oh. Oh, no, never. I mean, it's probably Fantasy Star? Yeah, Fantasy Star. I thought it was Tron for a second.
you got hype. Came very close to the thing.
I mean, I never played it usually. I played it. It's gotta be that for Star Wars. It's gotta be. Yeah.
Fantasy Star Online.
Like the Who wins Fortnite?
Those of you who have played Phantasy Star know that this game had influenced many of the most popular games today. So with great delight, we welcome Sega back to our stage and Phantasy Star back on Xbox. As we said, our goal on Team Xbox is to bring you the world's best games. Meeting with developers, playing their games, and introducing you to their games, these are the best parts of my job. Back at E3 2017, when I first met with the creators of this next game, they shared their ambition to bring their massively popular game with its passionate community of 650 million PC players to the entire world. I'm happy to announce our partnership with the legendary team at Smilegate. Their approach to game design demonstrates sheer creative boldness. Next year, you'll discover the newest entry in this landmark franchise. On console, for the very first time, only on Xbox. This is Crossfire X.
World premiere.
Oh, it's like a mobile game. I think that's what it was. Or something like that, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Lots of nice multiplayer might be
What is it?
So pay attention again.
Raid?
Yeah, that's the name of it. Yeah, it's really called Crossfire X. It's just Crossfire X. Well, it's coming to the Xbox One itself now.
Transition.
World premiere.
How this resolution for God, Jesus.
Sonic 06
Oh God, please. Oh God, don't even. They added sex scenes.
Please.
Some sort of Final Fantasy? Or is this Star Ocean?
Tales game?
Maybe. Definitely some sort of JRPG.
Smash Bros. Character I don't care about. Little can top Joker now.
Yep, it's another Tales game. Tales of Arise.
I've always been meaning to get it.
Sports of game everyone has.
Yeah.
Oh, 2020 announcement. Like it's all like comes out next year.
There are 6 sirens in the universe. I used to be one of them. My name is Lilith, and I need you.
These are the classic music characters. I like that. And Amara.
Children of the Vault is a psycho cult. 10 billion followers demand we join or die. We've got another proposal for them.
What? You can't say everyone. I'm like, I'm all ready for everything. I'm ready.
There you go. Oh, wait.
There's more.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. They got
even more. All this happens in DLC.
Yeah, for
preparing for more release.
tie it together.
Yep. Nice.
World premiere.
Please.
What?
something to like wake me up here. Oh, this is the
that lab from Software.
Yeah.
I wanted an Armored Core game.
I doubt you could even imagine it. That which commanded the stars, giving life its fullest brilliance. The Elden Ring. Oh, Elden Ring. Shattered by someone or something. Don't tell me you don't see it. Look up at the sky. It burns.
Elden Ring.
Yeah, I saw the thing on there.
Elder Scrolls.
That's interesting.
Produced by Bandai, developed by From Software.
Where's my Armored Core game? What are you working on this crap? Make a new franchise.
Hey man,
they already got a great
I don't know what
franchise.
you're talking about.
Please welcome back Phil Spencer.
From multinational studios to one-person passion projects, thousands of Xbox games are in development for you right now. Just today, we showed you 60 games. We are now experiencing an unmatched expansion of creativity on Xbox.
Some details about
Gaming
Skyrim.
for you means connecting all of these creators to all of you. Last fall, we announced our ambition to empower everyone, everywhere to play by bringing Xbox to the cloud. We will do this in two ways, through Project xCloud and through console streaming. 2 months ago, we connected all Xbox developers to Project xCloud. Today, we invite those of you here at E3 for our first public hands-on of Project xCloud. To experience the freedom to play right here at the show. And you'll have two ways to stream. There's a new platform feature, console streaming. It turns your Xbox One into your own personal and free xCloud server.
So it's essentially a Stadia.
Whether you're using a console in our
Now
data
it's kinda going
center
back to what they
or
wanted
your console at home, this October, you'll be able to use our hybrid gaming cloud to play your games wherever you go. Where you play is now entirely your choice.
Yeah, I have this fast
You
device
decide.
called a laptop that does that.
So let's talk about our next console.
There you go.
It's amazing. I can play games anywhere I go.
For us,
I know
the
this-
console is vital and central to our experience.
For now.
We heard you. A console should be designed and built and optimized for one thing and one thing only:
television.
Gaming.
Television and sports.
So the same team that created the world's most powerful console, Xbox One X, and innovated its groundbreaking processor and the Elite controller. The same team that engineered the world-class compatibility of today's Xbox One consoles. The same team that set the bar for live gaming services with Xbox Live. This same team set out on a new mission.
to create the future of gaming for you.
When we think about the future of gaming, it's not just PC, it's not just console, it's not just mobile, it's really all of the above.
Xbox is all about choice. We're investing in technology all throughout the game stack.
The games you want with the people you want on the devices that you want.
And for us, that starts with our next generation console.
We don't want to build just another console. We truly want it to be transformative.
More immersion, more exploration, more detail.
How do we make it easier for people to get into the game, to stay in the game?
One of the things that gamers and developers are incredibly excited about is reducing load times.
I'm an RPG gamer, and so like loading screens are a thing.
You're sitting there in the fake elevator because you know that the game's loading in the background. It's just an elevator ride forever.
That's our goal with gaming, is that you don't have those pauses.
This generation is going to be a bigger leap than any generation we've done before.
At the heart of our next generation console is our custom designed processor, leveraging the latest Zen 2 and Navi technology from our partners at AMD. From a pure processing perspective, this is 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X. We're leveraging high bandwidth GDDR6 to ensure that we're getting the best performance possible.
It's going to usher in resolution and frame rates that we've never seen before. Like, never seen before.
We're looking at frame rates up to 120 frames per second.
8K capability.
Variable refresh rate.
Next gen ray tracing. It's real time because it's hardware accelerated for the first time ever.
What I'm personally most excited about is the SSD.
We've created a new generation of SSDs. We're actually using the SSD as virtual RAM.
We're seeing more than 40 times performance increases over the current generation.
The combination of the SoC and the solid-state drive are really what gives you a totally new experience.
Now we can take all of that power and apply it back into the scene. So we can actually generate more life in that world and bring it to the gamer in a seamless way.
So that then you're fully experiencing what the game developer wants you to experience.
When you can move through worlds without waiting for screens to load, that speed, that performance is what the next generation is about.
This is the most immersive console experience ever.
What we really want to do is give developers the power to build the game they've always envisioned.
We have hundreds of people across both our first-party studios as well as our third-party studios working on those next-generation experiences today.
There's an amazing commitment to content at Xbox Game Studios. There's 13 studios, 7 in the last year. That's a big family.
At 343, for us, it's always about more seamless worlds with the next generation. We can bring the world to life in a way we've never experienced Halo before.
We're delivering 4 generations of content better than you've ever seen them before.
This console is especially awesome for Game Pass members. With the faster load times, you're going to be able to experience all the games within just a snap of your fingers.
We're giving gamers the option to connect across devices and across platforms in a way that we never were able to before.
This isn't just a console.
I want to know what
this is about the future of gaming.
Your games, your achievements, your progression, your accessories, your console gaming experience with Xbox, it all comes forward with Scarlet.
Project Scarlet.
With 2 T's.
Holiday of next
It eats monsters for breakfast.
This is Project Scarlet, the most powerful and highest performing console we've ever designed. Built for creators to unleash their boldest creative visions and optimized for players to enjoy the ultimate gaming experience on a console anywhere. Immersive experiences begin at the very heart of the console, at the silicon level itself. Together with our partners at AMD, we have co-engineered and custom designed a state-of-the-art processor for Project Scarlet. Power you could see defined previous generations. Power and performance you can see and feel defines Project Scarlet. When we talk about freedom to play, when we talk about Xbox in the cloud, when we talk about streaming your games, Project Scarlet and all of its power and all of its performance is the foundation of our future in console and the formation of our future in cloud. We launched Xbox 18 years ago with a game reviewers called the definitive reason to own an Xbox. Well, because humanity was and is worth saving, next holiday, we will launch Project Scarlet with Halo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like no one saw that.
Protocol accepted.
Daddy's listening. Can you say hi? Hi. And how big are you? How big are you? Can you tell Daddy how big you are? Are you so big? So big. And can you sing? Good singing. How about I miss you? Miss you. And I love you. I love you. I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. And I can't wait to see you. Can you say see you? See you. Good then. Bye, Paul.
Dude, it's Joel from Last of Us. That's what he's been up to.
Signal detected. Signal detected. Tag designation friendly. Signal detected. Tag designation friendly. Signal detected. Tag designation friendly. Signal detected. Tag designation.
This is UNSC Pelican Echo 216. Can you hear me? This is UNSC.
Looks like the main power cells are fried. Auto shut down. Triggering survival mode. I'm going to try to overwrite. Okay. If you can hear me in there, I hope you're ready. Please don't die. Please. Don't die. Yes! 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 We're going home! Oh, welcome back, Chief. I rerouted what little power I had into your suit. Looks like there's a problem with the servos in your hands. Stay calm. You've been out there a while. I know I saw something in here to check your armor's diagnostics. Whoa, easy there, big guy. You're not... Status report. Status report? What? There's something you need to see, Chief. We lost lost. Lost everything. There's nothing left for us here. I don't think we're here is. No. Not then. Not again. We need to run.
No, we need to fight. Get ready.
I never played 5 though. But yeah, I played 1.
I chose you because you were special. I knew we would be perfect together. And I was right.
That was Brad. Yeah.
Should play Halo 5.
Did
you? I'm asking you a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I have not.
What a dedicated Halo fan you are.
Yep, so I missed that part. Well, the guy's talking about the Scarlet. Wait, what?
So, I guess at one point, one of the Scarlet guys were saying the combination of the SSD and the solid state drive.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it sounds like
No, the SSD is a solid state drive. You just said it's redundant. You said the same.
It's the same thing twice.
Oh!
That'd be like saying it's a console, but it's also a console.
Oh, okay.
Same thing.
Combining the console
With the console. Make console.
Yeah.
Console. Console. We just skip ahead to the Nintendo press conference.
Oh, so you don't want to watch the best stuff? Okay.
I kind of know it's good games launcher.
Oh, jeez. And I think that's it. All right, let's go ahead and get on back.
After we wrap this up, I think I'll probably end up heading home.
Yeah, that's totally. I understand. Let's go here. Bam. All right. So, what did you guys think of that press conference?
A lot of 10.
I mean, there was Keanu Reeves.
I mean,
and Cyberpunk, which was definitely the highlight of the whole show.
I wrote down a couple, but there wasn't much I wrote down. I wrote down what I cared about. There was like 3 things. So obviously Cyberpunk was phenomenal. I mean, it was just another kind of pre-rendered thing, which is whatever, okay. But at least we got the release date out of it.
And
finally.
there was some gameplay in there, a little bit.
Was there?
Yeah, like when he was doing some combat.
I missed that part then. I didn't see any gameplay. It was all pre-rendered. And then of course Keanu came out. There was a great moment there. He's going to be in the game. It's awesome. And a release date. So that was the highlight of the show for me. Age of Empires 2, great, awesome. I know you guys don't really care about that.
I just don't know enough about it to have an
It was more of my time. It was a 90s game. Mm-hmm. Blair Witch.
The Blair Witch game
looks like it might be kind of interesting. And then
just any survival horror game at this point.
I didn't really care for Blair Witch the movie, but whatever. Maybe the game might be okay.
The idea of it.
And then Flight Simulator looked okay.
Yeah, it just looked like
and that was it. The rest of it was garbage.
Like, that'd be a good VR thing, or...
I mean, like, for me, like, Dying Light 2, I already knew that they were going to be there, but, like, seeing that, like, that's exciting.
I think it's cool that Tim Schafer's on board.
Yeah, like, Double Fine is now a exclusive studio to Xbox, which...
Exclusive?
Well, no, because now they're owned by Xbox. They are now an Xbox game studio, so that means that, like, it's going to come to PC...
It's a pirate game. And they bought this game. It was developed by Mythic.
Okay.
Mythics game.
Just making sure.
So with Psychonauts
okay to
2,
blame it for pirating it.
that Psychonauts 2 might actually be more of an might be an exclusive now. It's not going to come to the
Xbox
PS4.
doesn't have exclusives.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they need. I'm just kind
But the
of.
thing
I'm saying they don't have
But by definition, they can't because Windows.
Oh, that's what you mean.
So
okay.
the point being, I mean, there's still, I mean, like I said, there's no compelling reason to really own an Xbox. Like I said, there's no exclusive, and maybe if there was like, like a huge gulf in the power between the two systems, then maybe.
Well, yeah, but and the thing is, like, they talked a lot about the Project Scarlet, but there really wasn't any like definitive anything.
I didn't. Yeah, that was what I was.
There was a lot of just like platitudes.
It was It was.
They showed like, I mean, I assume that Halo Infinite was running on it or whatever.
Yeah.
Because that was kind of like what they were, in-game footage, game engine footage, but. And that's cool. I mean, they touched on it at least. Like, it's definitely a thing. There were, we know it when it's coming out around, that sometime this year.
That's
but
it.
there was
like,
no.
Like everything in that trailer.
I mean, the fact that the PS5 specs were the first thing we knew about it from a Wired article, like, it's just like, I don't really know. And you know what? I bet they didn't do it on purpose because having already known. I mean, this is just inferring right now, but having already known the specs of the PS5 and also now knowing what it looked, all about it basically, other than a release date, they decided because I don't know how they compare. Maybe they don't want people to know how they compare until it comes out, and they gave us a date, which is the one thing the PS5 doesn't have.
But it would make sense for that to.
I mean, that's cool that they had the team of people who work on it talking about it and stuff, but there wasn't really anything.
It was just.
It was basically just like, this is the best thing ever. Take our word for it.
It was just words upon words and nothing.
Nothing substantial.
Yeah,
there was no data. There was no numbers.
Yeah.
There was no. We still don't even know what it's actually going to be called. But we got a date.
Yeah, which. I don't know. I mean, I think we're going to hear more about it next year, maybe towards PAX or Gamescom, later in the year. Maybe that's why. But I honestly thought we were going to actually hear much more about the Project Scarlet instead of kind of just.
Well, we heard a lot about it, I guess, but everything we heard about it could have been. I could have said everything.
Honestly,
I
I honestly thought it was the Project Scarlet trailer from last year. It looked very similar to what they showed off last year. I had to be like, oh.
Then again, also the resolution on our end here wasn't the best for most of this. So.
Well, you're watching a stream.
Right. Well, I mean, it's unavoidable.
What I mean is it was in the same style. It was everyone was in front of a gray background talking oh my god, this system is going to be amazing and blah blah blah.
It was
blah,
blah. the only impertinent piece of information we got from that was holiday 2020.
Yeah, that was
it.
And that's like I said, it's the one thing Sony didn't give yet about their system is the date, but they gave everything else.
Oh, and that it's launching with Halo.
They did mention some features, I think. Obviously the 120 frames per second,
the xCloud,
ray tracing or whatever, 4K or 8K optimization. But that's stuff. I mean, and that is technically that is specs in a way. it has the capability to do those things.
But now, what makes you different from the PS5?
Right, that's everything. Yeah,
what makes you different from the PS5?
The PS5 said that plus gave explicit hardware information.
Yeah.
They did say, what was it for hardware? They did mention AMD is who they're working with.
And I think Nvidia is PlayStation. I think.
No, I don't think so. I think it was Radeon.
That was it. Yeah, you're right.
Which I don't know why no one works with Nvidia. I think Nvidia is the best. I mean, at least for PC in my experience.
But yeah, we saw a few indie games from there. Of course, we got more of Ori. We got the ID at Xbox.
I mean, they definitely showed a lot of games and a lot. I can't say anything about the quantity that they had. There's only a lot of them looked interesting. A lot of new stuff I've never seen before. Independent wise, that looks interesting. Art wise, and things of that nature.
We know about Elden Ring, which is the game.
Right, and there'd been a talk about George R. R. Martin and From Software collaborating on something. But I mean, and that looks cool, but that also was extremely confusing and vague trailer that really didn't have any. Like, I have no idea what the story's about.
Yeah, and I think, like, kind of...
Which is probably what they're going for, because, I mean, it's not, like, unlike From Software to have very vague, you know... But now with George... I feel like with George R. R. Martin involved, it's probably going to have a much deeper narrative, more along the lines of what they did with Sekiro.
Yeah.
Like, at least comparing that to, like, a Dark Souls or Bloodborne, where, like, there's a story somewhere, but you kind of pick it up through items and, like, you know... by playing the game, there's not an explicit narrative.
Yeah.
So I assume that this Elden Ring will have some explicit narrative, but again, you know, that was all like pre-rendered stuff, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's probably in we just heard about that, so the fact that they even have a trailer for it, you know, I'm not gonna say anything bad about it, but it'd have been nice to. Obviously, it would have been nice to see gameplay, but outside of that, it would have been nice to like. Kind of know the story a little bit more than just a bunch of random fantasy characters just saying cryptic things.
Yeah.
Which I feel like happens all the time.
Yeah.
In game trailers.
That's kind of what I like. And I'm surprised. Like, we really didn't get really any demos. Not even like a gameplay demo. It was like
there was some gameplay demos, but not for big games. Like, there's a lot of gameplay demos for like the indie games. There was gameplay that we saw.
But like I'm talking about, like, you know how like
yeah, and then they said that those 3 wrestlers are gonna play Gears, and then just moved on from that. Like that wasn't even a thing.
Well, it's gonna be on Mixer, which is Microsoft's like own streaming
I didn't know
platform.
that. I didn't. Even, I was like, what was the point of that?
That like they were like after the press conference.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Mixer.
I guess that's an at the event type of thing. Okay.
Yeah, well, Mixer is like another streaming platform only through Microsoft. That's another thing.
Big
so
that's a lot of
what do you guys think of Gears 5?
I think it looks cool, but again, I don't have the capability to play it, and again, like if I have the money to buy one,
you have a PC. You can
right. Well, yeah, but I have to get a new graphics card, which is about the price of a console.
Yeah.
You know, if you want a decent one.
So I mean, because I know for you, Guru Blazes, you're like, if I had the money, I would do, like, let's just like.
If I had the money, I do a lot of things in my life.
Let's take that out of the equation for.
Okay,
for that.
If finances weren't an issue, like with it would still come down to like, there's a lot of interesting look. I mean. At this,
I mean, to me, honestly, I don't care about it. I mean, if Bill Gates personally hand-delivered a Gears 5 copy to me with an Xbox, I still wouldn't play it.
Why?
I'm not interested in Gears.
I would play it.
Gears has not been interesting since the original trilogy.
But why? Like, why?
I haven't played 4, so I don't know how the story fares.
I don't know what happened in 4 really, but I mean, after
after
that we went into Judgment and everything, which is just like, oh my god, like it was.
I felt like Judgment was unnecessary.
It was meant to be a trilogy.
Yeah.
It was meant to. I mean, it just I don't know. They're chugging them out to chug them out at this point. It's just like Halo.
But in what way? Like I just like explain to me, Spectre. What do you mean by like why are you not excited for Gears outside of it's another Gears?
I'm excited to play it. It looks good.
That was directed at me.
I know.
But yeah, no. I like I said, I'm not a Gears fan in general. The original ones were kind of okay, but I said this new one just looks awful. It says
what do you mean awful?
Like in what way? That's what I'm trying to get to. In what way, Spectre?
Well, let's the elephant in the room, of course, is this is they're kind of pushing this in an obvious direction politically.
I mean, I don't see that at all.
I see that as pretty obvious. I mean,
between
the musical choice and the protagonist choice, I think it's pretty obvious to see.
But even outside, I mean, even that aside, like, I mean, does the gameplay not look up to snuff to you? I mean, not that they really showed any gameplay; it was all pre-rendered.
Yeah, like what gameplay? Yeah, I mean.
Well, it looks good. Like again, I like the Gears series. Like I like the gameplay of the Gears series. I would get it to play Horde mode probably. Like if I was going to get it. But again, that and Halo and Forza are still the 3 major titles that we saw. Because Cyberpunk's going to be on both systems, so that doesn't count.
Well, we saw the new game made by Ninja Theory, which is that 4v4 like hero melee fighter.
Oh god, what an ugly game!
It looks like it might be fun, but that game really doesn't like stand out to me as being phenomenal.
It looks like, I can see that because it kind of looks like
I think the idea of a online melee fighter is a good idea.
What a pedestrian and boring art style, man! God, that game was dog dick ugly. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's a fair. I mean, like I like different art styles, but like that's a fair assessment. For me, it's like it would come down to how the combat actually is.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't mind a game that's like an Overwatch type game, but focused on melee combat. If it was done the right way, that could be really fun.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not gonna buy a system to play that.
Yeah. No.
And also, again, it's all on PC. Like,
yeah.
And now that Game Pass is on PC, why do you even need a console?
Yeah. I mean, look.
Like that, because I just thought about it. I was just like, I was thinking about like, Game Pass being one of the main reasons I would consider getting it. But now if that's available on PC, why wouldn't I just spend the money I would spend on a console on a better PC graphics card or something, and then just play all of it on PC?
And that's one thing.
Where I'm going to have more memory, more capability to be online, and it's also PC. Why would I buy a separate device if I already own something I could just
to Microsoft, that doesn't matter because as
we
discussed before, no matter what, that's all money going into Microsoft's pocket.
Right.
But yeah, that is kind of one thing when if you look at the Xbox brand, like that I understand. Like for me, I don't want to take those extra steps. I think a console is just it's much easier. I can just turn it on and go.
Right.
That's for me. But yes.
But the thing is, like, why would I spend all the money to get a console where my PC can not only use Game Pass, but has every other game that's ever going to come out, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, even before it's on Game Pass. Or like if you have Steam and Game Pass, and you have a decent PC, you essentially don't need anything else other than a PS4 for the exclusive.
Yeah, that's like they keep saying like, oh, it's only on Xbox or only like only for Xbox, but then you're going, well, I can just.
Granted, there are definitely games I would rather play with but it's like you can use a controller on a PC, which completely negates.
That's what you were giving me crap about earlier. Yeah.
So it's like, why does it really doesn't matter. A PC would be a better investment because it's honestly, it can do a million more things than just, okay, but I mean, granted, we don't know enough about the Scarlett. Essentially, the Scarlett is going to have to be a PC to even make it relevant.
Well, mind you, that's kind of what it seems like, consoles kind of becoming.
They just look different, essentially.
I honestly, I mean, somebody can help me out, I guess. Why wouldn't you just play on a PC?
That's what I agree. That's what I'm saying.
I don't get it. I mean, because
PCs are way more expensive.
I mean,
for high-end
and the funny thing is, the games
you're spending a couple grand.
The games are putting out. I mean, be real. Like games like Flight Simulator and Age of Empire, I can't envision playing those with a controller.
Oh no, I wouldn't. Unless it was like
a flight stick. Yeah,
flight stick,
you can't flight stick an RTS though. Like that's like you. I don't know how you would play Age of Empires possibly without anything other than a keyboard and a mouse. There's no way. Halo Wars was built from the ground up for a controller. Age of Empires
or like
very
XCOM was built to be used with a controller.
Exactly.
But you could easily, but I get what you're saying. Like, despite not having played a lot of RTSs or games like Age of Empires, Tower Defense, whatever you want to call them, I totally, because I PC gamed for quite some. I mean, I do here and there, but like again, the main reason I haven't lately is because all the games that I have I've already played. And I would want to get new. I'd have to get an upgrade to my PC before I would want to get new ones.
Yeah.
But a keyboard would be essential for me to even attempt to play an RTS, just because. Yeah, just for the ergonomic aspect of it, like just being able to access things like this and not, like I can't imagine, not having pinpoint precision if I'm just because the thing is, a lot of those games you're clicking on objects. You're not using a controller for that. If you are, then you're just making it more difficult. Because you're not, I mean, like, who here ever, like, okay, having it as a feature, and it was definitely a cool thing, like, as an example with, like, PS3, when you, or PS4 even, when you use a browser on a console, and you're moving around the cursor with an analog stick, it's terrible.
It's a mess.
It's like, you can do it, and for simple web surfing, that's all you need. But if you were to actually try to play a game that way, forget about it. Forget it.
God, no.
And that's what I'm saying. Like games like that, unless again, they maybe develop a way to make it easy to use a controller.
Yeah.
Like a selection system designed for console, and then or maybe it has like a setting where it they have one, because now that they're basically combining everything, I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a PC setting and a console setting for controls.
Yeah. I mean,
you all right?
Yeah, I just hit my shin on this middle dig here.
All right, well, Blaze goes ahead and takes care of that. But yeah, Spectre, like with all right, well,
I hit the wrong button.
Oh boy,
there was a big update, and like all the UI on my phone is slightly different.
You just won the Powerball if you answer now.
But yeah, I mean, but Spectre with everything, like I know, like to me, this press conference was very kind of.
It was serviceable. I'm not gonna. I know I'm coming down harsh on it as usual, but I mean it was a serviceable press conference.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a lot of games. Like I said, I don't see a compelling reason why you wouldn't just get a gaming PC and play all these same games on it. I mean, like I said, the only thing that could get me to buy a Scarlet is if Sony really shits the bed and comes out with a underpowered
it's funny, my sister
garbage
just
console.
calls me. He's like, I have an Xbox question. All of a sudden.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, but she was just like.
And your answer was buy a PlayStation.
Yeah, no.
So come
she was like, she has online.
Or a
she's
PC.
Like, I have online, but I haven't paid for it. I have no idea what's going on.
Or buy a PC, even better.
Yeah, she's not gonna buy a PC.
It's too complicated.
So wait, your sister has...
She has an Xbox One S, but the only games she plays is like Call of Duty.
Okay.
Like she'll play like Modern Warfare 2 now that it's backwards compatible, or that's about it. She's more into like just straight up like COD type shooters.
Yeah,
she doesn't really play anything else.
Yeah.
Although she does want Crash. She wants to get Crash.
That's good.
Oh, I know.
But kind of like the overall, like to me, there were some things that I was like, oh yeah, that looks great. I'm excited for Cyberpunk 2077. But that's kind of the big one.
I think the presentation was really good.
The presentation was good.
Like, not that it ever was bad. I just, honestly, like it's kind of like outside of Cyberpunk. And like honestly, okay, for like there was a lot of interesting things that I definitely think look cool, but for me that really was the only thing I care about.
Yeah, like
in addition to being the most exciting because they had Keanu Reeves like there.
Yeah.
And in the game, like the whole Norman Reedus thing going. Like I think we're gonna see a lot of that going forward.
Mm-hmm.
I think it started with Kojima and Norman Reedus. With Death Stranding, and with PT technically, and then Death Stranding, and now we have this. I think that celebrities getting involved in games like that is going to become like a new marketing tactic.
I wouldn't really call it a new marketing tactic. I mean,
right, but being featured as a character in the game, that doesn't happen often. Like, I mean, I'm not going to say it hasn't already happened, but like. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't happen.
I guess so. Maybe
were there an actual character?
A resurgence in the trend, you could say?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Because outside of games that, like, obviously, barring sports games, because that doesn't count, obviously, that's like all it is like, people.
Well, mind you, this is kind of like.
Or Shaq Fu.
Well, mind you, it's kind of been a thing. Like, if you, like, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, he was, like, a big ball. Mind you, that was before. Yeah, but like, it's kind of a thing. But like, I will say with this press conference, it didn't make me leaving this like seeing Gears 5, Halo Infinite, like in like really kind of getting not just
like I said, those are all games I would love to play if I had the means to do it.
Elden Ring, Age of Empires, Cyberpunk 2077.
I think those are really the only two I'm going to buy from this would be like Cyberpunk, which I'll just play on my PlayStation 4, and Age of Empires, which I'll play on my PC.
Yeah. I mean, they did show off some
and
games.
You should be able to play Age of Empires on your PC, even if you got like a ancient...
Oh, no, it's not that. I mean, it runs everything I got. Like, I can play, like, the orange box just fine, and, I think some newer games, though, on ultra high, it has issues.
Yeah. But, like, leaving it we got a good quantity of games.
Oh,
We got
yeah.
just game.
Like I said, presentation, and he literally explicitly said, based off of what you guys have said, we're like, it's all about the games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything else is a feature. It's an afterthought.
Yep. And that's what and I'm glad that that's the focus.
Yeah.
But like Psychonauts 2, that's another one. But like now, I'm actually very much going like, I don't know if that game is coming to PlayStation now that it's owned. That Double Fine is now
it's
owned.
not. It's not. You know they're not going to have that happen.
Oh yeah.
Why would they? That's like one of the. That's one title. That's one like.
I wouldn't necessarily
title
say
that's been
so.
anticipated for
because,
a long time.
Well, it depends because the reason is because it depends on how the contract works. Because that game has been in development for a very long time. When Psychonauts, the VR game came out, that's kind of a connecting point.
Okay, but outside of Psychonauts,
No.
No. Listen though. What other reason do you think that they acquired Double Fine Studios?
For-
Not to say that Tim Schafer can't make great games all the time, but they haven't really done anything in like years.
Yeah.
Like Brutal Legend was like the last, the Rhombus of Ruin VR game. I don't really count.
Well, they also did
make
Broken
Psycho-
Age. They also did Broken Age.
What is that?
It's kind of more of a different different like it's
So
like
it
Grim
wasn't
Fandango, Full Throttle,
sure.
that style.
And
of game.
granted, the niche games have their place, like Grim Fandango and stuff like that. I'm not saying like that Double Fine isn't a great studio or anything, but it's like I feel like Xbox really only got them mainly to one, Psychonauts 2 have as an exclusive, and two, have rights to basically use Tim Schafer as a creative director.
And yeah, I mean, again, it depends on how the contract with them, like, because mind you, I believe when Xbox bought Compulsion, that was either just when We Happy Few came out, or that was the same year that We Happy Few was coming out at the same time. So it might be that, like, Psychonauts 2 is still coming to the PlayStation, but that's going to be the last, like, Double Fine game. Or it might not, because now I'm like, well, how does that work? Because the VR game, as I said, is the connecting point from Psychonauts 1 to Psychonauts 2. So I find that actually very interesting.
Yeah, no.
Them now acquiring Double Fine. I find that very fascinating. I know my brother's not happy about that. But I do like that regardless of that, them acquiring Double Fine, that's another studio that they now have in their wheelhouse that's now going to make exclusive games for them.
Keep using that word, exclusive. I do not think it means.
Whatever. It's only going to be...
I also find it interesting how, now that I think about it, because with From Software, Bloodborne was the only exclusive.
So Elden Ring might be an exclusive.
It's definite. I
doubt
it. I really doubt it.
It might. I don't know.
If it is, then that's dumb. But
it can't.
But they did the same thing with Bloodborne.
It can't be.
But Bloodborne was exclusive. But the
you mean exclusive
none of the
to
Dark Souls
PlayStation?
were.
Bloodborne is only on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no. This Elden Ring thing, you're saying it's going to be exclusive.
Because all the Dark Souls are cross.
Why would they put it in the Xbox conference then?
Why would this be if it's exclusive
to the PlayStation? Yeah.
No. We're talking about being exclusive to Xbox.
Yeah, there are no exclusives on Xbox.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But like, I would not play.
It's not going to meaning it's not going to be on
PC.
PlayStation. Meaning it's not going to be on PlayStation.
Okay, if you want to call it exclusive.
I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't play a game like Elden Ring on PC if I didn't have to. Because
why not?
Because the controller's much better for third-person tactical melee.
You do realize this may shock you
that you can use a controller. I told him that earlier.
Yeah.
Right, but again, like I said, I don't have a PC that would be up to snuff to play a game like Elden Ring.
So, but yeah. But let's go ahead. I think we kind of covered as much as we could. Kind of going away from this, final thoughts on Microsoft's press conference. I'll start with you, Spectre.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. It was serviceable. I like that they are still coming out and doing a legit press conference like we've seen in years past. It was nice. Like I said, I wish I would have had some more information about the Scarlet, like what's going to separate it from the competition. At least they gave a release date, so I give them credit for that. The highlight of the show, of course, was Cyberpunk again. But yeah, I mean, it's I guess I just don't see. I mean, it's a lot of games I'm looking forward to playing on my PlayStation and PC. Which I mean, I think Microsoft's okay with that. I mean, of course, they love as long as you're on Windows, that's all they care about. But I just don't see a reason why anyone would buy an Xbox.
Well, mind you, even said so yourself. You're more of a PC guy, so.
Yeah, I mean, but I could see like why someone would buy a Switch. I could see why someone would buy like a PlayStation 4, especially early on. But I just don't see a reason to buy an Xbox.
How about you, Guru Blaze?
Well, I mean, a lot of the points, pretty much almost exactly what he said. I mean, I can deliberate a little more, but it was like I was saying earlier. It's like especially with Game Pass coming to PC, that literally would be the only reason the console would still be truly relevant to get Game Pass. But now if it's available on PC, which can be more powerful than anything that the Scarlet's going to be.
Yeah.
Because you can always put more money into a PC for customizing every part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you're buying a console, you're getting that. And that's what it's going to be with software updates that may do things like but it's like, you can't, I don't get why, like, I guarantee you that the money that you would put towards whatever the Scarlet is going to cost would get you more with a PC.
Mm-hmm.
And again, presentation was good. I really enjoyed they did a good job talking about it. They showed lots of games. A lot of them look very interesting. A lot of indie stuff, which is great. I like seeing indie stuff that I've never seen before. It just, people being creative. That's what I like about it. I thought that Lego thing was really dumb. Because, I mean, I'm not even a Forza guy. And I think it's a cool concept. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I have nothing wrong with I used to play with Legos. But the thing is, like, that's what I would do, Lego related. I would actually build with Legos if I wanted to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I have no interest in Lego-based games at all.
Mm-hmm.
I get why people like them. I get why people have fun with them. And they're children, that's great. You have kids, great. Totally understandable. But for me, as a gamer...
V brings up a good point here, randomly here. Going back to the Scarlet again. Are there any 4K TVs with 120 hertz refresh?
You mean 8K?
Of 120 hertz, yeah.
No, but the thing is, 8K
4K,
is what they're trying to get to.
4K TVs of 120 hertz.
Yeah, it's in my house, right there.
I don't think it. No.
Yeah.
But dude, even if that isn't the case, think about they talk about all of it, like this 8K 120 frames per second. Like, that's awesome, but who has that right now?
Yeah.
Well, that's probably why they're not releasing it until next year, because they're just going to hope people are going to be able to have enough money to upgrade.
It's more of a thing preparing. They don't want
It's future-proof.
It's future-proofing.
Yeah,
That's
get
what
that.
it is. That's what it is.
But even in the future, our internet is not going to be that good. Like unless you have a business internet connection that you're paying for like that, who, again, like with the Stadia, as a side note, it's the same issue. It's like, yeah, I might have the capability to do all these incredible things, but we do not have, until we have internet as a utility, like Europe does, and it's a standardized bandwidth that's high enough to do that, where it's that's not going to happen in this capitalist country. I
You say that like it's a bad thing.
I say it like it's a bad thing because I'd rather have internet as a utility, as one specific thing.
Yeah.
Yes, we need more government control.
Okay. Well,
I don't know what we need.
I'm saying that the internet should be a utility, so we can have a bandwidth that cannot be altered by a private company's control over your ability to use the internet. That's all I'm saying. Because we wouldn't have enough.
Why do we even have companies? Let's just get rid of them and
fucking
let's live like 1984. That was a fun movie.
Except the internet sucked because it wasn't around.
Well, actually, it was great because they solved the internet problem. There's just no internet.
Yeah, but but the internet would be the means for control in this day and age.
Well, they just got it to the point where there wasn't even language used anymore.
Funsies, great. All right, well,
all I'm saying is that until like you can have an average huge bandwidth, you would never be able to have a streaming platform that's gonna reach whatever.
Are you trying to bring up like the net neutrality debate or whatever?
No, we're just talking about the Google.
No, I'm just talking about the specs of like how things like. When they were talking about the Scarlet with having like 8K, 120 frames per second, I brought up the Stadia as well. And because they were talking about their Cloud X or their whatever.
Yeah.
Any complete streaming thing like that, barely anyone is going to have the bandwidth to take advantage of all those numbers you're throwing out.
Exactly. That's why
you're not going to be able to run it at 8K. There's no way you're going to be able to do that. That's what I was saying. Having internet as utility would be like the only way to ensure that you would have enough bandwidth to even do that.
And that's why the Game Pass is such a good service, because you actually download it to your system. You're not actually streaming; you're downloading.
Well, that's how it should be. I don't understand what the advantage.
I think the streaming. I don't like the idea.
The input delay, the resolution problem.
I mean, you're having that problem.
Someone's gonna have the internet connection that good.
Unless I'm like living like right next to the fucking service provider.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like and the funny thing is like I don't see the advantage of it. Like what am I gaining from this?
That's why I brought up the internet as a utility. I was saying that would be the only way you could feasibly have those kinds of like 8K 100 like on an internet connection because we have providers of internet connection and they differ for like business or whatever you're paying for. There's no way unless you like have it as a utility that it's going to be consistent enough to be worth the amount of money that you would have to put into all the equipment to get the 8K whatever. Even if it's down the line and we don't have pure 8K television.
And nobody can explain why we need this. Like, what is this?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, who's it for?
What does this do over my laptop? Or, you know,
well, for me...
I guess having a controller and a console that you can take anywhere and hook up to anything. But then again, like...
I can already do that.
If I had the money to be doing that, then I would just have more at my house and just do it there. Or have a Switch.
Yeah. So I mean, again, for me, for closing, a lot of games, a good quantity of games. Some games that I am looking forward to.
I did like that Game Gear trailer though. The new Game Gear.
No, I don't. Okay.
I want a Microsoft portable device. That'd make them relevant.
But like they did announce some games I'm looking forward to. As I said, Age of Empires, Gears 5, Halo Infinite, Psychonauts 2. Like there was a good portion of games, but like after the conference, I'm going like, huh. There's the games I'm excited for. There's nothing that really like made me go, oh my god! I'd pop more for Keanu Reeves showing up than anything.
Yeah.
So like,
that was the highlight of the show.
I popped more for that.
I don't know why. They
John Wick was the highlight.
And
of the
they didn't even cut. They just cut away from him after the trailer. Like I can't believe they didn't even have.
He was there he was there to show off that trailer. That was it.
Right, but then they didn't have him saying like something to like give closure.
I know.
They just cut to the next trailer.
Well,
it's like you just took the best part of the show and just cut it short.
And I mean, again, like Gears 5, like what we saw from Gears 5 does look cool to me.
Yeah, I think it looks fun to play, but again, I don't have the money to get a console.
But again, for me, like leaving it was good. It was fine.
Yeah,
it was average. It was fine, but it didn't wow me. And I really was expecting more from Microsoft from this. I'm surprised with how.
Well, hopefully Bethesda does better.
We'll see.
It'll be if nothing else, Bethesda will be hilarious to watch just because of the
debacles
they've been through.
Hey man, this will be very interesting. But yeah, so
it'll be entertaining if nothing else.
So we'll be streaming the Bethesda
I just
conference.
hope they start with like Country Road by John Denver as he walks out in a suit of power armor or something.
So we'll be streaming Bethesda conference next. But thank you so much for watching with us, all that kind of stuff. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Brotherhood of Geeks. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We always appreciate that. And press the bell icon. That way, whenever we put up a video, we put up a video. You can also follow us on Facebook, which is facebook.com/TheBrotherhood of Geeks. You can also follow us on Twitter at DualShockBOG. That's the name of our PlayStation podcast, BOG. And then you can also follow us on Twitch when we stream, twitch.tv/Brotherhood of Geeks. Anything else from you two?
That's about it.
You're good? All right.
Ready for Bethesda.
Woo!
And Nintendo, of course, the best one.
There we go. All right, well then, I'm Brett J. Rasmussen.
I'm Guru Blaze.
I'm Spectre.
And as always, live to play, play together. We'll see you guys next time.